Okay, I decided to take this global social work class because I think the people that decided to sign up for this class tend to be looking for a challenging subject and kind of a different opportunity to work with people internationally. This isn't like your average class at Loyola, so the people here tend to be more change agents, and I like to learn from my peers.
Also, I think it's important that a lot of things you learn in classroom is lecture, and this is hands-on, like you're getting to interact with another country, which is something, like Paige said, that you don't get to do regularly. You get to talk about topics that you think about a lot that aren't really addressed.
Yeah, I think for me it's been one of the most thoughtful classes that I've been a part of. I think especially because we are engaging in conversation with our colleagues in Lithuania, but what I didn't know coming into this is that we would also have people from other areas of the world, so it's not just a US Lithuania connection, it really is a global perspective. And it's also one of the classes that people are really able to represent their own histories and their own experiences of living in or working with different cultures, which I think has just been an invaluable experience.
It also really just opens your eyes to what's going on around the world. I mean, you see it in the news, you read it in the paper, but to hear it like coming from them, it puts a whole different light on it.
I think one of the things I really enjoyed about this class was just hearing everyone's passion and being able to be inspired by that passion. And I think like in the future, what I really want to do with global social work, or what I've gotten out of this, is that it's not hard to connect with people around the world. It's not hard to like take the initiative and like email someone or message someone and get a program where we're talking to someone and getting their perspectives even.
Well, what I really appreciate with this class is because when I first came into it, I just thought, oh, global social work is a person working doing sustainable work in a country that is not the country of their origin. But I learned that it was so much more than that. And I'm really going to take away how to not only write policy, but how to go into the country and equip and empower the people there to make the changes that they believe is necessary for them. And so I think that's one of the biggest things, understand that the world is more connected than we really think it is, especially with social media, internet services, face chats, and all of that. The world is really connected and we can do so much more to empower each other. And that's one of the biggest takeaways from this class that I have.
I think going exactly off of that is that in an increasingly globalized and connected society, social workers are ideally positioned to be able to create that dialogue and start having conversations about these issues that are sometimes universal and can be so common in so many different countries. And so we can at least create a platform like this class does to discuss those issues and not only help other countries, but help the countries that of our origin. So I think that I have personally learned so much in this class about how other countries have remedies for problems that can be utilized here.
I know for me, I was definitely apprehensive about taking a class that was based on telecommunication. I'd taken like traditional online courses before as part of my undergraduate and graduate coursework. I don't know if I was necessarily disciplined enough to always do things and like really be engaged in the material. So that was definitely something that I was concerned about, was like, how are we going to be able to work with technology and like really engage in like active conversation? And sometimes with technical glitches, we've definitely been frozen or cut off from having discussions, which can be challenging, but as Paige mentioned earlier, like we have a really incredible cohort of people in this class, so we really are able to make the most of it.
I think that from what I was coming into it, thinking that how is this really going to work and will there be a lot of issues with it over the semester, I don't think there was as many as I thought there would be. I think that the videos ran pretty smooth most of the time, and if they didn't, it took us, up maybe 20 minutes to get it back up running. So I think that's a positive note.
Yeah.
I think one of the most useful features was the Facebook page.
Definitely.
One of the Lithuanian students set that up, and that was, I mean, we saw that in class today. Someone got on there when a video was running slowly and just let them know that we would be, you know, a little bit behind, and it was just like a really rapid way to communicate, and it was a great forum to share additional resources outside of class that people got really active with, you know, sharing videos, YouTube videos, TED Talks. That was one of the coolest features, I think, of this class.
Yeah, and we definitely were able to utilize those sharings on Facebook to sort of bolster our conversations in class. Be like, oh, did you read that thing, or did you see that video? So it was really sort of like an ongoing learning opportunity for all of us.
I think one of the challenges I had was maintaining cultural competencies. You don't want to say the wrong thing to countries and how they might take it. And I was very cautious at first on to say how to say it because I'm very ignorant about the culture. And then to find out that we had people from the countries in the class, really hesitant to speak at first. I think one of the great things about this class is that we built a community. And I think the community, especially with Facebook, said, I know I don't know how to stuff sometimes, so I love asking questions. Feeling comfortable asking people questions that won't try to make fun of people. Really helpful.
I think one of the things that we could have done maybe is partner up with someone from the other class maybe, and like have a pen pal sort of a system and get more insight from that, or like have a forum going. Although I know we have Facebook, but that would have been cool.
Right, I loved everything about the class. And one suggestion I would have is to include more videos, because when you're dealing with people where English is not their first language, after you take in so much, you just lose it because it's just a lot to interpret in your head what you're learning. So maybe more videos would be helpful.
My suggestion would be to discuss things we talked with our Lithuanian students in our class with our students, and like if we have questions, for example, for several classes in a row I wasn't sure if I'm saying goodbye in their language in the right way, and I wanted to discuss this and other factors. What questions can I ask or not? So I would appreciate if we could talk to our group here more before the class or after. So.